Hi, fellow traders. I'm back in the hot seat, um, recapping my trades for today. But first, before I get into that, I get a lot of questions about my daily goal, and I kind of want to share that with you real quick. Um, my minimum daily goal is $350, and how I got this, or how I got all of my goals, is when I decided to go full time. I had to write a business plan. I had to have some type of idea of how much I needed to make each week, each month, to make sure I don't have any stress on myself. I don't want to sit here and say the car payment's due next week or the car payment's due Friday. I need to make $600 to pay it, or the mortgage is due. You know, I gotta have $1,200. In 2 days because the mortgage is due. I have to set goals to make sure that each day I have a minimum that I need to make in order to be stress free and to trade stress free. So and to put this 350 in the context, if I'm trading with 800 shares, now my average position size is going to be 1,000 to 1,500. On the higher price tickers, like over $100, I'm probably gonna go 7 or 800 shares, sometimes 600, depending on where I am in the month. Early in the month, my account's lower, so I don't have the buying power, and I can't, get as many of the shares that I normally get. So, but later in the month, I can, and I usually, bump it up. But if I took an 800 share position and a ticker moved 50 cents, that's $400. I got my daily goal. I got enough money to cover commissions. So I'm good. My daily goal is hit. And usually the tickers I like are going to have a lot more range than that. And it's going to allow me to take profit at a point where I'm locking in my daily goal right out of the get right off the bat. And then I'm able to let the trade work stress free. Because I know I got my money in the bank. I know I got it secured. As long as I stick to my stop at break even, or if the 9 starts to move down, I can trail the 9 and really protect a little more profit. But that's just my mindset on this. My weekly goal is 1750. My monthly goal, this is averaged up 7300, and yearly goal 87.6. Now, yeah, if you live in New York, that's nothing. But in South Carolina, our cost of living is probably half of what it would be in New York, or maybe less than half. So, in South Carolina, that's pretty good. That's nothing. And this is just the minimum. This is if I had the crappiest year that, I can have, and, still make this minimum goal, and my trades are stress free. So let's go back to my trades. And this morning, this was stupid, and I knew it at the time. But for some reason, I've got this home run fever, and that's not me. Home runs, if I hit a home run, it's going to come to me. I'm not going to actively seek it because that's not the way I trade. Some traders can do it, they've got the account to do it. I don't. I trade with a small account. I start over every month with a small account, and I have to stick to the trades that I know how to trade and stay within myself and stop chasing these waterfalls. And this one popped up. It was after 9:15, I think, when this came up. If it's not on my scan at 9, I'm not touching it. I am not touching it. And to give you an idea, let me see. I can change the time on this. Okay, this is 9:15. Okay, you see, THS is on here at 9:15. Now I'm gonna go back and change this time. Right quick. I'm gonna change it to 9 o'clock. This gets the historical data. At 9 o'clock, that ticker was not on my scan. There's no reason for me to have traded this. My rule is if it's not on my scan by 9 o'clock, I'm not trading it. But here I am. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, hey, it's gonna fail this level or this level. And when it opened here and it started to wash. So I'm like, I'm gonna short it, and it came back up a little bit. I caught it at 69.50, and I'm looking for this thing to wash, pretty much back down to the 200. Didn't do it. Turned around and started running. So I was, thankfully I stuck to my stop. Got out at 75. When it ran back up, got out at 75 on that first 5-minute candle, and I didn't get upset. Didn't really have time to get upset. So I quickly started going through my watch list, and I saw AKS. And just to give you some idea, this is AKS, and this is the daily. These are the levels I drew today. These look like they're in a tight group, but actually they're not. This is 4106. This is 35.57. This is a $6 window. Okay. And then I looked at this window. This is a little over $2. This is $1.70. And this is where that ticker was trading. These windows were in play. So that's why I put it on my watch. And you can see right here, these are the windows here. This is the $2 window. That's the $1.70 window. And remember, in order for me to make my daily goal, I only need a 50-cent move. This is a $40 ticker. I'll go 1,500 shares on this, if I add it in. I'm not going to start with 1,500, but I would add in on this. But I started with 1,000 shares because this was a solid 5-minute opening range breakdown. It broke the range at 5 minutes. It broke the this daily level here. So I'm in that $1.70 window. All right, and I took profits right here when it tapped this deviation band at 37.35, I believe. Yeah, 37.35. And it's just that quick. I was out of the hole $100, and I made my daily goal. Just that quick. So I'm in the trade, and what I've been doing lately is letting this thing spook me out. I know it's going to come back and retest. That's the way stocks move. Do they do it all the time? No. But 70-80% of the time, a ticker is going to come back and retest the level. I'm expecting it to come back and retest this level here. At that time, the 9 was on it. And so I said, well, my stop is going to be the 9. If it goes back up over the 9, then I'm out. I'll only lose a couple of cents. It won't cut into my profit. So be it. So it got here, and I was like, I'm going to click it. Couldn't get out. Sure Trader rejected my order. Thank God it wasn't running on me, because I would have had another issue. But they were having some software issues. A lot of times when it does that, I can just resend the order, and it'll go through. Or I could quickly switch to the active web, and it'll go through on active web if I'm having trouble with the pro platform. But it didn't. And then before I could switch over and get on that, this thing started to roll over again. So I kept it on and ended up taking profit again down here at 36.30. That's over 2 points. And I'm really happy now. I'm in the money. And I said I'm just gonna let it work and work, and then whenever it gets back over the 9, I'll take it. Really had an urge to click it down here when it broke 34, and I should have followed my gut, but I didn't. This thing came back over the 9 and established over it, so I went ahead and got out. Bad exit, 35.73. I could have waited a minute and got it back at 35.50, but you know, I can't be greedy. You can't get the exact top or the exact bottoms on these trades. It's just not feasible to do that all the time. You might get lucky and hit it, but no. So, that's why I took this trade. Ordinarily, if this was 30 cents and this was 40 cents or something like that, no, I would have never touched it if the levels were that tight. But this is why I say that these charts can give you an optical illusion. I can have a level from here to here and it be 10, 20 cents. On a lower price ticker, that's what you're going to see. But on these higher price tickers, you're going to have these windows that may look like small windows, but they're actually 2 or 3 points. And that's all I need. I'm not a home run batter. I look for nice singles, doubles. If I'm looking for a window of 1 to 2 points, to me that's a single. That's not a home run. A home run is if I hit 5 6 points off of it, real quick. Just a quick slap out. But I'd rather get a home run on a series of base hits. And to me, this is, from here to here is a base hit. From here to here is a base hit. From here on down is a base hit. And it turned into a home run for me. Over $2,000 on this trade. It ate up the little $100 I lost. And, over my daily goal in one day on one trade. And that's what I look for every day. That's what I look for out of the gates. And if I could do that by 11, then I'll go and, I'll only trade the best reversal setups that pop up. That's a good day for me. But I wanted to share that with you. This was my only trade. I pretty much shut it down after that. There was really no reason to trade. I watched everybody in chat trade Facebook, made some good money on a quick point, down, trading it with the SPY. But I just didn't have any desire to trade anymore. I was answering emails and, answering PMs and stuff like that. So, you're not going to see me trade a whole lot in the evening if I get, a big trade in the morning. It'll have to be a solid A+ setup for a reversal, if you see me trade. Because that's me. I have to trade within myself. One thing I want to show you, I saw this last night when I was looking through, I think it was on Twitter, on my tweet deck, and I was looking through stuff. And this is probably the best way to put the difference between a beginning trader and a seasoned trader. Because I was a teacher and reflection was a big part of what I did, I started this with this mindset. I started it with the reflection and, not really looking at the outcome, but looking at the mechanics of the trade. Did I hit my entry right? Well, really, did I recognize the setup right? Did I hit my entry? Did I take profit? Did I hit my exits? And these are things that as you move into being an intermediate to seasoned trader, you want to reflect on your trades like this, and you want to be process oriented. You want to say, okay, you took the trade. Did you stick to your rules? And if it's a winner, hey, perfect. If you lost, no big deal. If you stuck to your rules and you got out when you were supposed to, no big deal. That was my first trade today. You know, I didn't stick to my rules as far as, trading the stock after 9:15 when it trading the stock that hit my watch after 9:15. I just kind of blew that rule apart. But the setup I saw that I thought I saw, I wanted to trade, stuck to my rules once I was in the trade, lost $100, no big deal, got it back, and then some. If I broke the rules, there you go. I got what I deserved. You know, I broke the rules this morning. I lost. I got what I deserved. Had I won, it'd have been lucky. And you should know if I'm lucky, I'm gonna say I'm lucky. That's just me. But I think I tweeted this out too today, or maybe last night. I can't remember. But this is something that I've printed out, and I'm gonna add this to the cluster of papers I got stuck on my platform here. But this is a great way to look at a beginning trader versus a seasoned trader. Again, I hope you enjoyed my video. This is my contact information. Everybody probably has it by now. But if you want to reach out, ask me a question, whatever. These are the ways you can catch me. I'm usually pretty good about answering everybody back and, trying to answer your questions. And a lot of times, some of the questions you ask help me look at how I'm trading and kind of change the way I'm doing things. So I appreciate, all of the feedback, and, hope everybody has a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow in chat.